Hi Pisces, this is your reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and this is not going to resonate for every single Pisces out there. Alright, let's get started. What is happening for my Pisces? All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Chariot, the King of Cups, the Moon, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Swords. There we go. And the Death card. So we have the Sun and the Death card. All right. So Pisces. I feel the sense that a lot of you guys are very emotional about this situation, which could be perhaps the past or even a current situation that you're dealing with. I feel like whatever this was, you gave a lot to this connection or to this situation. What is interesting is it almost feels like this Six of Pentacles almost feels like a lie to me. Like for some of you guys, maybe you thought that this person was giving to you the same amount that you were giving back. You thought this person could have felt the same way that you felt. And what could have occurred was it's almost like this person could have put a halt to something, but there was something here that ended, which feels almost abruptly, and it almost feels like it just ruined your plans. Almost as though this, if you look at this guy, it almost looks like he's not amused. Like he almost looks like he's a little bit frustrated about whatever is in his way. And I get this sense that for some of you guys, it's almost like a tree branch or something, like a tree could have fallen on your path or something. It's like an obstacle occurred about this situation, and it left you guys almost. It's interesting, is it almost feels like you were like you figured that this was going to be okay, whatever this was. It almost felt like you were slightly optimistic, but not really, because it almost felt like you were almost sure of how you felt, but maybe perhaps not what the other individual felt. And you were nervous about the unknown, about whatever this would mean for you in the future, because I felt this sense of like uncertainty or questioning maybe just what it's almost like not seeing perhaps all of the obstacles or all of the options laid out in front of you, like almost as though you were worried about 1 to 2 different situations. So what I mean by that is you would make up ideas of, oh no, what happens if this happens in the future? What if I lose this person? Or what if this happens? It feels like that. But whatever this is, I get the sense that this individual could have rejected it. I'm also getting just almost didn't even acknowledge it, even though you explained what you wanted or whatever this situation was. It feels like this person got the message of what you were trying to do. They just didn't want it. And so that's where I think a lot of you felt really hurt and abandoned. And that's what led you to feeling like you have a lack of self-esteem or a lack of self-worth, because you based this person whatever they thought your worth was, you allowed their judgment about your worth to indicate your worth. But they don't get to tell you how much you're worth. Only you get to tell yourself how much you're worth. And I'm getting that's kind of what's happening here with this situation. You almost feel like this person is somewhat right about you. Maybe you're not worth it, but you are. But I'm getting that because it's almost interesting. It's almost like even though this stopped abruptly in the past, there's still a piece of you that knows that you still have to move forward. So I feel like, Pisces, you're still pushing yourself forward, even though it's hard for you. And it feels like a mental thing, like you're mentally saying to yourself, okay, Pisces, get it together. I have to go forward because there's nothing there for me in the back. But then there's still this sense of, like you're trying to look at it from what you're missing and what the lack is in this situation. You're trying to look at the lesson from it and then go from there and trying to decide to move forward. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're trying to be pretty practical and reasonable, but there's still this sense of emotional attachment and emotional attachment. And it's only because you viewed this person as being able to decipher what you are worthy of, because you wanted this person and this person didn't seem to really want you. I'm getting as well, even too, that this person was giving to you, but then just abruptly left or could have ghosted you, or just there was something here that this person did that made you feel unworthy about yourself. So you're holding yourself back because you're allowing whatever this stranger or person, thinks of you. And I feel like for right now, a lot of you guys are you're still up in your head about it, so you're not making a decision. Even though you're thinking about making a decision, you're still not acting on it, and there's still this sense of depression, this sense of dread, because you're focusing on the end of the situation. You're focusing on the death of the situation. Because I think that for a lot of you, you want that justice back. You want this person to come forward and almost reignite that self-worth you have. Your self-esteem again. It's almost like you feel like you need this person to prove to you that, you can get like you can get this back. But this person isn't putting in that work or effort, and they're not coming back the way that you would even want them to, even if they did come back. Because what is going on is you're feeling like this person defeated you. You feel like you're helpless without this person. But at the same time, it's like you're just lying to yourself. You're telling yourself that you need this person's approval in order to be loved or in order to be seen. But that's just ridiculous if you think about it, because you are your own person and this person is their own person, and we all get born in different families, different cultures, different backgrounds, different beliefs. And now that we live in a world where culture mixes together and everybody has all of these opinions, not everyone's going to agree with your lifestyle, not everyone's going to like certain things about you, and some people are picky, and some people just don't want certain people for certain random stupid things. And sometimes we have to just take it like it's not an attack on us personally, but it's just that I didn't vibe well enough with this individual, and it's okay for me to move past that and understand that just because this person can't see my worth doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that I don't have it. Because somebody else will come along and they might see you as the most beautiful, amazing individual. But if you settle, then that person will never see you or ever find you. You know what I mean? Like in life, it's like no matter how hard it is, Pisces, Sometimes we just have to count our losses, count what didn't work out for us, and move past it. So let's get some clarifiers here. Yeah, because I feel like you had a lot of love, a lot of passion. And I think that and again, there is this sense of there was this give and take. You thought that this person reciprocated to you what you were reciprocating to them. But what I'm getting as well is you tried to communicate with this individual about your feelings or about the situation. But it just feels like whatever this was, it caused a lot of pain that you're still in, that you're not letting go of. But here you are again with that King of Cups, and it's like you're defending what you believe is something that you want, which was what this person did for you in the past. Because I'm getting here, Pisces, is that this person was very receptive to you, but then started pulling back their energy more and more, and you felt abandoned. You felt like you were being rejected. And that caused a lot of you to maybe act irrationally, or just, it caused a lot of you guys to want to communicate. And maybe you wanted to keep those lines of communication, but this person could have pulled away, could have blocked you. I'm getting with this energy here, this person could have blocked you, could have not said anything. That's not going to be for everybody, obviously, but you still wanted this person, and I'm getting the fact that you could have offered something to this individual, but I feel like whatever this person said to you wasn't a lie. If they said something that could have, I'm getting that they could have said something harsh to you that left you kind of stuck in your mind and left you in this turmoil that you were trying to get out of, like the anxiety. Because you were dealing with somebody that they didn't really fight for you. They didn't fight for this connection. They were off doing whatever they wanted to do. And I'm getting that this person was not looking to really invest emotionally into this situation. But you're still waiting for this person to, like, you realize this person's not going to work with you the way you want them to. It's like you can't get this person to cooperate. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's the same thing, but with this individual. Because I feel like for some of you guys, you're never going to not stop thinking about them. You know, there's still some kind of love there that I'm sensing. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're trying to decide whether to move forward or not. See, we have the Two of Swords twice, clarifying. And it all has a lot to do, again, with that self-worth that you placed upon this person. You feel like you can't be somebody unless this person accepts you. Because for some reason, your self-worth, you allowed this person to define your self-worth. And that's what kind of gets, because you're trying to let go of this anxiety and this anguish and these thoughts, but yet you still continue. So it causes more anxiety, because it's like there's part of you that feels like it's destroyed a part of your foundation. So a part of you deep down inside still, which I feel like with that Sun card is still kind of like a sense of hope. You still hope that this person wants to come and be honest with you. You know, being honest with you, coming forward and telling you how much they love you and everything. But it feels like this individual hasn't. And I'm also just getting that it's over with, and you still want this justice. So you're holding on to it, and I feel like the reason it's not going to come in for you here, Pisces, is because you're holding on to thinking that this person is going to fulfill you somehow. And the universe isn't going to give you that because this person's not good for you. So it's like you're still trying to, it's like how we sabotage ourselves when there's a box of donuts and we tell ourselves, oh, I'm not going to have one. And then you have one, and next thing you know, you had two. It's like it's like doing something you know is bad for you. And it's like, this individual I'm getting is bad for you. And they tamper with your self-esteem. They tamper with your self-worth. And they tell you things that are degrading to you in a way. They don't treat you right. And I'm getting this sense that you feel like if this person can't see your self-worth, then who are you as a person? But Pisces, you're much more than that. And that's really what I'm getting for a lot of you guys. And I'm getting that a lot of you might see this individual as a soulmate, see this person as somebody that you want to spend your life with, but you're dealing with somebody here who isn't good for you. And they talk down on you and they don't treat you right. And this person, they only care about the vanity of themselves and how they can make themselves look good. But you're holding on to this hope or this faith because you're wanting to restore this sense of self-worth that you feel like only this person can give you. But only you can make yourself grow. Only you can give yourself this self-esteem. See what I'm saying? Despondency. You're dealing with somebody who is always grouchy. And, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've been complacent with that type of energy, but you need to move past that. And I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's also just very complacent where they're at. I'm getting to that this person, they could have rejected you. And a lot of third eye chakras here and a lot of the third eye or the crown chakra. I feel like a lot of this, you have faith in this situation. But again, it's all about your self-esteem here, Pisces. Your self-esteem is tied up in this person. And that's where you're going to find your growth, is realizing that you don't need this person to give you this. So what you need to release is this person that you believe is a soulmate. You need to release this soulmate in order for you to create, in order for you to grow. It's going to have that bittersweet because it was lessons that you had to learn, but it's going to help you serve others in the future and yourself. So we have to learn to have faith that we can get ourselves out of this situation. You can't rely. It's like, I don't understand this because we all have the same mentality actually. It's like, why do we try to go back to people who've broke us? Why do we try to go back to them to fix us? I don't think they would know how to you can't go back to the source that broke you and ask it to fix you. You have to go somewhere else. You have to go and fix yourself back up because that person can't do that for you anyway. Nobody can fix you. And I feel like that is something we have to stop and really acknowledge. Like, even though we still feel these way about certain people and our self-esteem, because I know this quite well. I also had my self-esteem wrapped up in rejection and wrapped up in a situation with another individual. And I had to learn to recover and understand that, forgiveness in the future is important, but you have to see where, it's not this person that broke your self-esteem. That self-esteem was already low, but this person just showed it to you that it was low. And they could have even corroded it further. It's possible that we could have allowed it to impact us more, that we lose more self-esteem along the way because of it. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to take better care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with being vain. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look good, to treat yourself right. There's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to start taking better care of yourself, start recovering for yourself, and realize that only you can heal yourself. Stop trying to go back to people that have broken you and expect them to fix you, because they don't even know how to fix themselves, because hurt people hurt people. So broken people break other people. And the only way that you can heal yourself properly is by getting away from people that keep trying to break you every time you try to build yourself back up. And I feel like for some of you, that's kind of where you're at. So with that mysticism card, I'm getting that you really need to think things through and really see things from all angles. If this person makes you feel bad, chances are you need to start avoiding that individual. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to start getting more, setting more boundaries for yourself and taking better care of yourself. Exercise more, buy new clothes, start doing stuff for yourself and help get yourself back up so that you can help others people in the future, because I feel like a lot of you guys, one of your issues here, Pisces, is you put other people ahead of you. If you live for other people, you will never be happy and neither will they. So you need to start living for yourself. It's almost like once you start becoming more selfish, you start becoming more selfless, because when you can see, okay, this is what I want, and you can communicate that with other people, then other people don't get the wrong idea and others will understand you. And if they don't want that, then they will leave. So you're giving people that freedom and that free will to stay with you, or if they choose to or not. Then putting on a fake mask and pretending to be somebody that you're not in order to make somebody stay with you. You know what I mean? It's like there's a difference between the two. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, that's where you guys are going to start heading towards, is being able to do that. So we have one step ahead is all you need. Move beyond intention to believe. The good kind. Gratitude again. I am raw intention. Find your sacred flow. So I feel like for a lot of my Pisces, a lot of you guys just need to start taking those steps ahead and realizing, my self-worth, my self-esteem does not rely on other people. Because again, everybody has a different opinion of what beauty is. Everyone has a different opinion about religion, about politics, about the way you look, about the way you act. I mean, everybody's going to put everyone in different categories in their mind. And that's what you do as well when you walk past. Notice how you interact with people, Pisces. And notice that if you see somebody and they dress a little slutty, you might want to put them in that category of, a party girl or a slut or somebody that you would never take seriously. That is still judging. That is still placing people and by first impressions. So what I'm getting here is when you do it too, it's not personal anymore. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you took this person's rejection as being very personal, something like a personal attack on you, but it's not. It's just that you two could have been incompatible. There could have been something there where this person just did their own thing, because we all have our own free will. And the problems, I believe that when people start getting into their own issues or problems is when people try to stifle another's free will. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you need to be careful on your belief systems, because your belief systems is what shapes your reality. And I feel like a lot of you guys are around people who constantly take, people who always corrode your self-worth, your self-esteem, because you need to learn to figure out what it is that who you are as a person, not what you can do for others, but who you are as an individual. And realizing that, there are good people out there. There are other people that will be like-minded like you, but you have to weed out the people that aren't real. And the only way by doing that is by being true to yourself and being raw with yourself. You don't need to be raw with others. You need to be raw with yourself. Everybody wants to share, but you need to realize you need to get into your own sacred flow. You need to learn to have acceptance and be able to graciously receive information about yourself and really take in who you are as a person, because the more you become comfortable with yourself, Pisces, the better people will treat you, the better off your life will become. And start taking better care of your outwards appearance. You know, the better you look, the more you're going to start building self-esteem, because people would treat you better. People are going to want to appreciate you more. And once you start to just take care of yourself inside and out, you're going to start feeling a lot better, and your self-esteem is going to start rising higher for you. So that's what I have for my Pisces. Hopefully this resonates for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.